everyone, we have the Soul's Journey with cards now. So, let's see what we should concentrate on our soul. Okay, universe, what should we concentrate on? What does our soul need us to concentrate on today? Jumped out. Here we go. What we got? Pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. Very much so. It's very difficult sometimes to love yourself, especially when you've got mental health issues and things like that. You know, but also with conditioning, growing up, you know, with our parents and school and all sorts through our lives, very impressionable at times when we're growing up. We tend to be told not to love ourselves, or tend to be taught not to love ourselves. But you know, especially for an empath, we do see ourselves in everyone else. But as well as narcissists, they see themselves in everyone else. That's how they project the nastiness onto other people, you know. It's like I get blamed by narcissists for doing all sorts, but it's actually them that was doing it to me. But when I see people, when I first meet people, until I know better, you know, I see them as a beautiful human being. You know, I see them at the soul level. You know, a lot of people I'll continue to see at the soul level. It's hard to explain. I'm just trying to get it in my head how to explain it. I do see the good in all people. You know, they do have the good sides, even the narcissists. You know, I will see that deep down, but then again, it's my own reflection, reflecting myself in somebody else. You know, it's what I want to see in people. I want to see the love, the caringness and all that. It's very tricky with narcissists because they do portray that side of themselves, you know, as that sort of person, but deep down at the soul level, they're not really that. They've got a lot of learning to do. But I do see, you know, the good in them, unfortunately. I don't know, I say unfortunately, for me it's been unfortunate because I get sucked in. Or I have got sucked in the past, very much so, and it's been detrimental to my own health. You know, it's made my mental illness worse over the years, being around narcissists and trying to see the good in them and continuing to see the good in them, even though I've been ignoring the bad in them, you know, which I shouldn't have done, very much so. Sometimes it's a false good that I see in people, you know, and I shouldn't do. I shouldn't see that side of them, the caring side, when they haven't got that ability to care. You know, I'm not being a fool to myself when I do see that ability that they can't care. You know, I do realise now that no, they can't care. You know, and that is a danger to people, to other people, very much so. You know, they don't care if they hurt anybody. They don't care. You know, my mum wouldn't care if I committed suicide. You know, it would just be something off a plate then, you know, and it would be a simple evoke for her. Oh, my daughter's died, you know, oh, she was this, that, and the other. Oh, you know, I loved her so much. No, you know, it would have been bragging rights for her. That's all it would have been. It wouldn't have hurt her at all, you know. She wouldn't have felt the loss and the sorrow that's associated with something like that, you know. She would have taken it as an opportunity to play the victim big time. Unfortunately, that's what certain narcissists do. You know, my mum was is one of those people. And to be honest, as much as I try to see myself in her, I never can. You know, I am the complete opposite of my mum. Even a best friend says that, you know, I was never born from my mum. I was an alien. I was found in a cabbage patch somewhere. She picked me up on the way home one night. Found me on the way home and took me home. That's how opposite we are, completely. Yeah, I do struggle, but I do try and see myself in everyone, you know. Not judgmental either, you know. I try not to be. Even though I do come across it when I talk about my mum and my family and things like that, I suppose I do sound very judgmental. Um, but then I am being truthful about my observations of them, you know. It's hard not to be judgmental when, you know, I suppose people would call it judgmental, but I call it just facts. um, yeah, I can't change them as much as I try. You know, I've talked to my mum till I'm blue in the face about my own mental health issues and even ex-partners and stuff like that. You know, and they've just used it as ammunition against me. You know, and I will never see myself in those sorts of people, unfortunately, because I can never be those sorts of people. I suppose I've had my moments where I have. You know, I've blown up due to narcissistic abuse. You know, they call it an empath supernova, I think, or super empath or something like that, when we just explode. And we do it because it's our last straw. We've tried everything else, and our heads have been shoved that far up our own arses, you know, that it just explodes. There's nothing. It's the progression of the brain deterioration into into that dark place. It's hard to explain. Well, people that have gone through it will know exactly what I'm going on about. You know, it's just a descent into madness, and it's that final straw that breaks the camel's back, and you just explode. And then get called all sorts for doing it. But yeah, you know, I've exploded in many ways, many regretful ways. You know, it's not really made any difference to them at all. You know, it's just harmed me in the process. And this is why I won't react to something like that anymore. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt them. You don't get revenge or anything like that on narcissists. You know, they don't care. You know, and they just take it out even worse on you, you know, and it gets twisted around that you're the nutter, and you know, you're the violent one or whatever, you know, so many different things, you know, just because you've been taken to that level of explosion. And it's hard. It's hard, but yeah, as much as I like to see myself in those sorts of people, I can't, because I've like I say, I'm not that kind of person, especially not now. And especially since November last year, become very aware of myself and aware of how people can manipulate me. But yeah, I do see myself in other people, but it's definitely not narcissists. Sorry, I can't see myself in a narcissist. As much as I you know, but I do respect them for what they are, you know, they are narcissists, and I do accept them for what they are. And I suppose the only thing that I can see myself in a narcissist, that we are actually human beings, and they have a lot hard lessons to learn. I suppose that's the way I can sort it out and be calm with the universe, you know. Yeah. So, pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Yes, I'm a human being. I see human beings in everyone. That's how I can put it down nice and calm in my soul. I don't know if it's the right way, but that's the way I'm taking it at the moment. Yes, it's one of those cards. Contradictive in so many ways, but you know. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there because I don't know what to say now. But anyway, thank you very much, and I hope I made sense through that one. Yeah, that I'm going to be thinking on that one today, I think. Because obviously I like to keep a balance, you know, this is all part of spirituality, you know, accepting certain things and growing. And I suppose I still have a lot of work to do when it comes to narcissists, you know, and seeing you know, loving them. I suppose I can love them as a human being. I can't love the personality, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that's about as far as I can go with that one. But yeah, I might come back to that one. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'm sorry if this one's a bit of a strange soul lessons card. But you know, we've got to learn these things, and we have to think through them and put them into perspective. So, you know, you're not showing judgment, you're not showing anger or anything negative towards somebody else. You know, it's just for your own karma, basically. You know, and I have been working on that a lot since November last year. Very much so, and I've been seeing the benefits, so I don't really want to fuck it up by sending out bad vibes about my mum and narcissists. You know, I am trying to educate people, but I am trying to become spiritually aware as well. You know, so it's the ego and it's the soul, isn't it? Apparently, ego takes over, but we shall see. Yeah, like I say, something I've still got to work on. But yeah, I hope my interpretation of all this has helped a little bit. And yeah, if anybody's got any sort of like comeback on this, let me know how you handle things like this, especially the spiritual people. You know, how do you love a narcissist after they've done so much to you? You know, knowing that you know you can't see, they can't love you back. And how can you see yourself in a narcissist when you've been abused by one and you know how they work and just how nasty they are? You know, I really don't want to see that part of me in myself, you know, or, you know, not at all. I don't want to see that part of them in me, sorry. Yeah, it's very confusing, that one. Like I say, I'll think about that one for a while. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.